Will Algorand be the chain of DOGE and other federal agencies? We're going to look at that news, plus some new increased FIFA activity. What could that be? We're going to dive into that, plus Tinyman volume exploding. Node growth has been insane. We're going to look at that, the absolute growth that's happened from nodes thanks to incentives, and what are you doing during this dip? So we're going to look at the markets today a little bit, and we're going to examine that question. All that on today's Frugal PC. By the way, guys, if you like this content, please hit that like and subscribe button. As I always say, you don't have to smash it. You just press it gently. We bring you all the news and experiments. We got some experiments going around with staking right now, so you'll have some updates on that soon. Otherwise, we are brought to you by non-fungible domains. That's right. If you want that .algo address, no one makes it easier than non-fungible domains. Check them out in the description below. And we're brought to you by Marcus Aurelius, a meme coin and NFT project on the Algorand blockchain focused on stoicism. It's a really cool project. You can check out their Telegram group down below. Plus, we got channel memberships for only $1. That's right. You can get videos before anyone else from that channel membership. And we have higher tiers for exclusive videos, like when I do my portfolio reviews. Those go to the higher tiers at $3.99 and up. So check that out. Otherwise, now let's get to today's show, because we're going to start with this news about FIFA activity increasing. Their activity has been increasing lately, and it's very curious. Let's take a look at this. This is from Eldar. Algo Peeps. FIFA is looking through something through FIFA, is cooking something through FIFA Collect on Algorand rails. I don't think minting trading memorable moments creates this much transaction count. Any theories? And yeah, you can look at the activity here. I think this is worth taking a look at. Lots of activity lately from FIFA Plus. Yeah, and here's all the stats around FIFA, the highlights, drops, collectibles, almost 10 million collectibles, and almost 350,000 burned, 1.3 million minted, 1 million circulating, 41,000 holders, and a total volume of 9 million. So it's been a pretty successful project. Yeah, let's just look at what are people saying. Some people said, Simon said tickets could be a possibility. I think that's a strong possibility. My guess is it would be some kind of promotion where you buy a ticket and you get some sort of access. Maybe you get a little bit off for buying the NFT, or maybe you get a free one or something, maybe with certain packages. I think that's pretty interesting. And now this one, are those minted on Algorand? I heard Polygon was the new partner for NFTs. Hope that's wrong. It says it's nonsense. They've been used since day one and still is. So not true as far as we can tell. I haven't seen anything to the contrary. I thought this was interesting because someone says, like, how do you buy an NFT ticket through TravelX? Well, you don't, he's right. Eldar kind of explains it, but you don't buy it through that. You buy it through the airline. TravelX is just facilitating the NFT creation of the mints. But well, let's move on from there because we got more news to talk about. We've got some news here, a little clip I think that could be really, really good for Algorand and other utility alts. So let's dive into this one here. Great news for utility alts, Algo, HBAR, XRP, SWE. That's me saying it. This is from All In Crypto. Sounds like the European Central Bank is aware of Algo, XRP, XLM, and HBAR.
Disruptors and anything, I think the role of the disruptors and anything that is using distributed ledger technology, whether you call it crypto, assets, currencies, or whatever, and it's far from the bitcoins that we used to talk about a year ago, that is clearly shaking the system.
Yeah, so to me that seems like a really good thing. Very exciting that they're aware of this, signaling towards utility coins versus going beyond Bitcoin. As we know, Algo, there's a lot of comments about Algo in here. A lot of comments about Algo. And also HBAR, HBAR is good for this. I think Algo right now is more decentralized with far more nodes than HBAR, which has a very guarded ecosystem for nodes right now. And I think there's a plan to change that. Hopefully that we will see that soon. Otherwise, XLR and Stellar included there. I said Algo and HBAR, XRP, and SWE. Sometimes people don't really, there's some of my audience doesn't really like SWE, but I think SWE is doing some really awesome, innovative things. I do want to see their nodes be a little more decentralized too, because right now you need 100 million SWE to run a node. That's pretty much puts it out of reach of just about everybody. But good signaling from the European Central Bank, and I think we've been seeing some evidence that Algorand and other utilities might be on the radar of people like Elon Musk and Doge. So good stuff to see there as well. And I think Algorand could have a real strong case for utility in some of these. I think it was Elon who asked a bunch of people what they thought, and there was a lot of Algorand in the response. Which chain would work best for Doge, and Algorand got a lot of responses. So that's cool. That is not all we got. We got some more for you today. Some good news from Tinyman. So why don't we take a look at this one? 150 million trading volume in January. Now this is before the big crash, of course, so keep that in mind. But 10x growth from 15 million in September. That is a huge number. Big explosion. Tinyman is where the action is on Algorand. No downtime, lightning fast trades. Always. I've been a big fan of Tinyman. I use it. I don't want to say exclusively, but I had my Algo USDC on there and it worked really well. We love to see the ecosystem thriving and are just getting started. Look at that growth. I mean, and November it really kicked up. December is actually bigger than January, interestingly enough. So, that's really awesome. And most people don't hear it. That is most just meme tokens. It's from Mars. People need to understand that while they are super risky and practically gambling, they do feed the eco and apps. Yeah, but why is it meme coins now and not before? I don't know if I entirely buy that. I don't think that's accurate, to be honest. I think Tiny's own platform, I think Tiny's own coin, which is not necessarily a meme coin, it's a platform coin. You could call it a meme coin, but it's really more of a governance token. I think that's a big factor in what we're seeing here, because that went live in the fall, right? And I've had pretty good luck with it. I locked it, whatever Tiny they gave me, I locked it into the staking thing, whatever, the governance staking thing. And I pretty much got all of it back through rewards. So now anything I get from it is to the good, essentially. I think there's another side to that for sure. Node growth, by the way, also exploding. And this is definitely worth taking a look at, not just the number of nodes, which is quite a bit more since the last time I reported it, but also the growth has been pretty interesting. So let's dive into this piece of news here. Yeah, this is straight from the Algorand Foundation. Mainnet nodes on Algorand have increased 178% between November 14th and February 2nd. So look at that growth. Here, I'm going to pull this up a little bit. Look at that growth, 178%. So we went from in November 1,500 to now 4,200. By the way, ETH is like low 6,000s. So Algorand in a few months, or maybe not even that much. I mean, this is less than a month. It grew by more than 1,000. It could be by the end of February that Algorand actually overtakes Ethereum, becomes the chain with the most number of nodes in the entire crypto ecosystem. That's amazing, or at least in the known ones that I've seen, because I've seen a lot of comparisons, and Algorand right now is in second place, second most nodes of any chain. That's amazing. And it's even more amazing because I think like 6 months ago they had 200. And this was when they announced this is the whole reason, like, they were doing node incentives, because nobody was running nodes, or just about nobody, because there was no reason to. You were just tying up a computer so that you can run a node, and for what? For nothing, really. I mean, just because you want to do it out of the kindness of your heart, which is that was sort of their strategy, and apparently it wasn't a very good one. So they decided, what if we incentivize people for actually running nodes and staking Algorand to it? And a lot of nodes. And by the way, I think only was it like 25% of them are actually eligible for rewards, something like that. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I've seen when I looked at Nodely. So very interesting stuff anyway. And lastly, I asked the question, what are you doing for this dip? So maybe first we should look at the dip so that you know what I'm talking about here. So this is CoinMarketCap. The CMC 100 is down 1.3%. You can see, I don't know if you can see it here. Pull this over a little bit. Yeah, you can see the red. You can see the red, just like, it's just a sea of red is what we got here, basically. Everything and love is down. Bitcoin's actually up to almost getting close back up to 100 though now, and it was at like 91 or something. Solana back over 200. It was down to like 189. Yeah, so Chainlink, I mean, they're all kind of recovering now, so that's good. I mean, Hedera was under 20 cents, and then where's Algorand? Let's just skip to Algorand. Yeah, back up to almost 30 cents. It was actually at 24 cents this morning when I covered it. So when we say dip, that's what we mean. So I asked some people, like, what are you doing for the dip? What's your strategy? Because there's a couple different ways to approach it. And I'll tell you mine in a minute, but let's just see what people said here. With the markets crashing, what's your strategy? I asked. Stay the course, buy the dip, cash out, cry in a corner somewhere. Let's see. Control DeFi said, buy the dip and let it ride. Choco Cartel said, stay the course. Just breathe, says Rick Hunter. Stay the course. Third cycle, asking my audience. Stay the course. Continue. Did you get mad at me? What's the name? Yep. Stay the course. I'll give it a like. Stay the course. Continue producing blocks on Algorand. No count. He's not even paying attention to that dip. It's just making them algo. This is what we needed. If you mix actual patterns of politics and make the big image out of it, you'll see something magical. I don't even know what that means. We're confident. No, there's a couple of things. I'm gonna talk about this in a second. And I'm planning to do. By the way, I'm planning tonight. I'm going on Kick. I don't know exactly what time. Probably around 6 p.m. CST, maybe 6:30, maybe a little earlier. I'm planning to do a Kick-only stream, just kind of talking about the charts and the markets. We'll see how that goes. BTFD, buy the effing dip, I guess. Buy the dip, 1 and 4. What did I say? Yes, stay the course and cry in a corner somewhere. Yeah, fair. So I did not buy the dip, and there's a reason for that, because I've done this before. So I had some coins that I was way up on early in the cycle, like actually probably like September of last year. So really early in the cycle, I took some profits and then they dipped and I put it back in, and you know what? They have not recovered that. A lot of them are still under that. So when I buy the dips, I try to think more macro cycle than micro cycle. So I don't look for like little swings. I go for, hey, when we're in the bear market, that's when I'm buying and putting in, building that portfolio, and now I'm collecting. So I'm completely de-risked on my portfolio. And if channel members saw my update on exactly where that was at, so you can check that out in the join tab. But yeah, generally speaking, I'm actually up. So I don't see, if I'm up, why I would want to put myself back into a place where I was at risk again. So that's my personal viewpoint. Of others, if you're more of a trader type, it's probably a pretty good opportunity, because it's probably going to go up from there. But my strategy is more kind of a buy and hold, sell the tops, sell profit on the way up when I'm in profit, and then be ready once the bear market comes around again to buy back in. Now, you might say, well, how do you know when the tops are, when the bottoms are? Well, you don't. And that's the whole point of my strategy, generally speaking, is that I buy on the way up. So could it go more? Sure. And I still got powder in there for if it goes up, I'll take on more. And if it goes down, it goes down. If it doesn't, then, I've already de-risked. So my portfolio is about $300 to the good. Not where I'd like to be. I'd like to be a little further. Actually, maybe it's a little more. I sold some, actually hit a sell order on some HBAR. By the way, the other thing I do is I don't react to the news. I set sell and buy orders, and you should too. It's a really easy way to know. Then you don't have to constantly pay attention to the charts. You can just know where your targets are, put in a 5-10% sell order and take some profits. And then you de-risk. That's how you de-risk in crypto. So it can go to zero tomorrow. I'm fine. I didn't lose a cent. In fact, I gained. Even in a major crash, I'm still up. So this doesn't matter, right? I mean, it matters. Of course, I wanted to go further up, but that's the point. So anyway, hope you guys got a lot out of that news segment. If you have, hit the like and subscribe button. Check out my Substack, frugalbc.substack.com, and channel memberships, and be sure to support our sponsors. Otherwise, I'm FrugalBC, and I will see you in the future.